Hi everybody, my name is Chrissy. I just learned how to change a spare tire if you get a flat. So I wanted to show you all because it's super easy. So here we go. So first you have to get your jack from the trunk. It's usually underneath the flap in your trunk space, and then you get out these tools that go along with it. So the first thing to remember is to put your car's e-brake on before you start so that it doesn't roll anywhere. And then you want to make sure and loosen the bolts on the spare tire before you jack it up so that your tire doesn't spin when it's jacked. So the first thing you do is get this tool out, which is called something, but I don't know what it's called. And just loosen the bolts by turning them to the left. Just a little bit so that they're loose. You don't have to take them all the way off at this point. This is my donut tire already because I already got the flat. I'm going to put the patch tire back on, but it's the same idea. I just really tightened this sucker. There. All right. Okay, so they're all loose. So now that you've got the bolts loosened, you want to get your jack. This is what mine looks like. The part that turns, you want to make sure is facing towards you. And you line up this with, there's a metal, if you look under your car, there's just a metal ledge. You can see it here, very dirty on my car. But you just want to make sure this, when you're jacking it up, lines up. So you're just going to start by turning it and making sure that it all lines up correctly. So you have to shift mine a little bit here, just doing it right behind the wheel. Then you get these tools out and you hook the hook on through this hole, and then the other end fits right in here, and then you can just start spinning it like this to get your car off the ground. And I'm gonna do it until the tire is like 2 inches off the ground. All right, so once you're there, you can then take your pieces off again, and then you're gonna go back over to the bolts on your tire and loosen them up all the way. Take them all the way off. Okay, this last one's gonna take my tire off. So you might have to push the tire a little bit. Okay, so then you can just remove the entire tire. I'm gonna set that one down and I'm gonna put my new one on. And the way you put it on is the deep wheel well goes towards the car. You just gotta line it up. Like that. So you can see all the bolts. And you can just kind of hold the tire on and start spinning these on. Just loosely at first. And you kind of want to go in the star pattern, top to bottom and then side to side as you're putting them on. Oops. And then once you've got them put on loosely, moving the tire around helps too to get them in place a little bit more. And then you want to take this again and start to tighten them. So you're tightening them up, not too much at first, as you get them all tightened up so it's even. Move the tire around a little bit and then go back through and tighten them down even more. And do that a couple times to make sure it's on there really well. And the last time you want to give it a good yank on each one. So if you shake it, there shouldn't be any play in the tire. It should be on there really tight. I'm just gonna do one last check. Make sure they're all on good. Yep, I think they're good. Okay, so now the tire is on and it's time to get the car back down. So you do the same thing that you did the last time. Put the hook through the hole and this through here. And this time you just go the other direction. Whoops. Gotta hold on to it. All right, and then you just go the other direction. All right, and I can tell mine is no longer attached, so I'm gonna just get it out, and to put it away, you just wind it all the way down so it fits back in your trunk. And that's all it takes. It's really not that hard. And then you can drive home safely. But do check if you have a donut tire that there's air in the tire. You might have to fill that up with air before you get on your way. And drive about 50 miles an hour on your donut spare tire. But that's it. You got this. Good job, everyone. You changed your spare tire.